Good afternoon, or whatever time of day it is where you are, folks. Welcome to a Week 2 Tournament of Stars match here in Division I between the Shadow Cat Wizard Gang and El Coyote Lobos de la Muerte. And make sure, I'm going to double check everything here is set up properly. Getting folks in here. Oh, I think I need to switch you around. But yeah, we're getting the 1v1 pilots in there. Get those two swapped out, and then unless they have teams here. Thought I had that right when they came in. Right. Everything right here. Sorry, this is my first stream back after a bit. So we have Hoodie Benny. Ooh, Hoodie Bunny. And there we go. Had him on the. Sorry about that, folks. There we are. Here we go. First drop for the first duel. As a reminder for folks who aren't familiar with this tournament, there are going to be 7 drops, a 1v1 and 2 2v2s. And these, the first set here, these first 3 drops are worth the same amount of points together as any of the others. And this first one here is in Trial Max, which makes it fairly special that we don't see these often. We all know what everyone's taking. They're going to have some Gauss rifles here. And some ER lasers. And we'll see how they get set up. Lone Wolf 0, both of them going up top, up on the ramp. If we can get a bit of a perspective here with Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf trying to take those shots across the map here. Getting some good shots on Benny, who's already showing yellow. Let's see where he's taken that hit. Looks like he spread it all over. I was worried when he showed yellow up there that he might have taken a big hit in one location. It looks like the... Ooh, his CT is open now. Lone Wolf seems to be winning the trades out of this position. Just a second here. I think I might be giving you a rate. There we go. I might have accidentally leveled you there for a little bit. Sorry about that. Popping back down here. Cody taking cover down below. Trying to see if that'll help him get some better angles. Lone Wolf holding still, taking his time, planning out, waiting to see what he sees. Taking those pot shots with the lasers. He's doing it. He's doing work with them. Benny got a good shot on him there for a second. There we go. Through the CT. Take a look at the stats there. Got Lone Wolf doing 491 damage to Benny's 152. Basically shows what happened there. Let me.
Hello.
Zane, you've made it, sir.
Yep. We just wrapped up an excellent match from European Redcoats and OxyClean. I have no idea how to do a raid, but I told everyone to come find your stream once the thing is live.
Nice. Should be going. We'll get you over here in Casters. Hoodie Benny, the Shadowcat Wizard Gang. Second here, I was just telling the folks here. Forgive me. So let's take a look at those stats here.
I had to get sticky notes for all the things I have to remember to do.
I know. A Lone Wolf 0 from the Coyotes won that. There we go. All right.
And just waiting on the invite.
Alrighty. We'll see. That was Steiner. And the next thing we're going to do, the factory. I will swap them. There we go. The Coyotes coming up on a small lead here. Back, we'll get lucky. See, I'll just fight them both. They can sort that out. Could be.
So sorry, who won the 1v1 in the Night Jeers?
That would be Lone Wolf.
Excellent.
With the Coyote Lobos. Oh, they brought all 5 of them. That's quite the fight here. All set here.
Could be that they were grouped up and didn't realize.
That must have been it. I've done those sorts of things before.
Well, we at least got in the habit of doing it because for every tournament but this, you wanted everyone in the nice big group to make it convenient for the invites.
Yeah. Yeah, this one, I was just trying to explain to some folks here that it's a little bit different in that the first drop is broken into 3, and it's a 1v1, and then the 2v2s. So you get, and in this tournament, you get points for all your kills, and then if you win 2 out of the 3 out of this
Basically, it
first
works out
set,
to
you get
six.
a point.
Yeah, it works out to 6 points available each drop, with drop one broken into the 3 duels.
Yes. Yeah. All right, so I have Shadowcat Wizard Gang as Team 1, as they should be for this one. There we go. We'll just wait for folks to call out some locks.
Invites for me.
You are? You
I
are?
didn't see it.
Aren't you 07th Zane?
Yeah, I'm not in. It's not showing me in the
I'm,
lobby though.
I'm seeing you here in spec, buddy. That's not you? All right, I'm going to kick this imposter then.
Just kick it and it's bugged out or something. Because I'm just staring at the Annihilator I've been using as an idler mech.
Okay. I'll do the 07th Zane. There we go. I'll invite you to the lobby one more time.
Okay, there we go. PGI bugs.
The poutine code is thick and goopy today.
Yeah. At least it's NA, this pure NA this time.
Yep. Yeah.
So yeah, fun fact about Mech Factory, it has a roof. Which means
Yes.
no RD.
Does its roof block Hardy?
It does. And T2 has locked up.
All right, here we go then. Take a look. And both this match going. So this round calls for an assault and a medium, so the maximum tonnage is 155, which we saw one team bringing, and we saw the other at 150. So not a huge tonnage discrepancy. And in these, little 2v2s and fights like that sort of thing can matter.
Yeah. I'll handle blue side for the Mech calling.
For sure.
So it looks like we've got Load and Dark in a Direwolf B, and W Blazer in a Blackadder Prime. As soon as they pop onto the map, I'll get the builds for you.
Over here I have Alec in a Stone Rhino Bolus with 2 LB20s, 3 Flamers, and some SRMs. And I also have a Huntsman, Cat Girl in a Huntsman, and I'm going to guess that's the packet, and I'm going to be willing to bet that... Oh, that's 2 LB10s. That is not what I expected.
Going for the Razzle Dazzle. So
Yep.
W Blazer has 2 Serm 6s and 3 Heavy Meads. And Lokendak in the Direwolf is rocking 5 AC5s and 2 ER Larges. So very much more of a mid-range than I was expecting.
Yeah. You're trying to hold him off. Cat Girl already looks like they're going for legs, and they got one off the Huntsman. The Stone Rhino's trying to come up and draw fire, I think.
Yeah. Like the
Blazer
Stone Rhino
seems
is
to
just
be
a big
hurt.
armored block, right?
Yeah.
Slender takes a lot of fire.
Oh, the Blackhawk getting behind. I think we're breaking off into... Ooh.
So it's Alec in the Stone Rhino versus W Blazer in the Black Lantern.
That Lanner looks like he's taking some shots already. Oh, boy.
LB40 will do that to you.
It will. It looks like everyone was probably going legs. Nope,
Yeah.
that Lanner went straight through the CT.
I mean, again, if you're in that Stone Rhino, I don't think you need to bother aiming for legs.
No, not at all. So we have here Shadowcat Wizard Gang getting 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lobos taking the win at 2. And I've got match ID here for everybody.
we move on to Boreal Reach.
That is the next step here. Going through these rather quickly, lots of that mid range. Getting those shots as folks get up to you is can be quite an advantage.
Mhm.
Just opening things up here.
So I'm expecting to see a lot of Night Jeers.
On Boreal?
Yeah, we at least in all the matches I've cast so far, or been a part of casting, I've seen a lot of the Daka Night Cheer, where it's like three AC-10s and an ERPVC.
Interesting. I'm going to swap the teams over. Just double check if they need me. Double check if they need me to get their team leads in here. But otherwise, that was, from these duels, a lot of what I've been seeing is a lot of get in close, really give them the fight. Uh,
Yeah, you've seen a lot of the brawl, whether it's in the Spirit Bear, which came up in my match, or in like those Coluses just getting right up in there.
yeah, with those big LB cannons, just punishing anything they get close to.
Yeah.
Getting folks rotated through here as they get ready.
So it's worth noting that in drop one, you can't repeat pilots. You do have to run, like if you fought in the 1v1, you can't fight in either of the 2v2s and so on.
Yeah. So we've got these teams here. And I mean, once again, we've got another. Uh,
If you want to sort that out, I can talk about the format.
yeah, go ahead.
So for this 2v2, it's a heavy and a light. For the light mech, I'm expecting some flavor of adder. Like I'm expecting the warthogs. Particularly I think the 14 AP Gauss one is just a little better than the heavy machine gun one, despite the quirks. And I think the burst is better than the DPS in the duels. For the heavy, like I was saying, I've seen a lot of Night Jeers, seen some onions, seen some black lanners, seen some timbies.
Yeah.
We've basically run through pretty much the whole gauntlet of available clan heavies. Obviously, we're still missing some, right? Like we haven't seen
Mad Dogs.
any Mad Dogs, any Hellfires, or Hellbringers, all of which are good mechs. You should play them.
Oh, yeah.
But I was musing during the solo cast. I think we're pretty close to like we've probably got a pretty high percentage of clan mechs used.
Yeah, I think by the end of the tournament we'll see everything that's legal used at least once. That would be my suggestion or
If I
my
were to
thought.
start a pool on it, my pick for the snubbed mech would be the Warhawk.
Yeah, yeah. Warhawks they're difficult. They're in a spot, and I can't entirely say it's a good one for them.
We should start an informal caster pool. We all pick a mech we think won't get dropped.
Trying to think of what the other
Highlander 2C,
Highlander 2C is going to get dropped. I'm sure someone's already done it.
Warhammer 2C. I haven't seen yet either.
Okay. Have you seen the Urbies?
No, but I'm going to force my co-team lead to let me run one once.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, the Godzilla is another one, not because I think it's bad, but because I think people are going to forget that it's legal.
Yeah, it looks like Team 1 is having some difficulty here. I've let them know if there's anything they need me to do to help them out about this. Um, there we go. He's figured out how to kick the other one. And oh, if I disappear, the electric company just sent me a text saying they think the power is out in my area. That's
Should that happen, we will start the emergency stream on my end.
okay. Good. Just wanted to give you a fair warning if I all of a sudden disappeared. It's not because I've decided I dislike you or Stompy Murder Robots or I just want to go play in the Irby queue. It would be the power went out. Oh no. Somebody's having computer issues here. So when we look at this map here, I mean, I know these maps aren't much to look at.
I actually think they're some of the strongest design PGI's done map wise. Um, but Boreal Reach is old polar highlands in miniature,
Yeah,
as the teams have locked up.
there are there's a little bit of cover here and there on the sides and in the middle. It looks like they're locked up, so let's hit the button here and head on in. All right, I will go check on the red team.
And I've got the blue side.
All right, red team, we're seeing a Jenner 2C and a Sun Spider.
For blue team, we have Stone Fraggle in a Nightjeer hotel.
That's Sun Spider is SRM 6s with Artemis, and I'm going to guess the Jenner 2C is the same.
The Nightjeer is ERPPC and Twin Hag 30, and the Warthog is AP Gauss and a Flamer.
All right.
Sorry, Medium Pulse and AP Gauss.
It looks like the Shadow Cats are hoping to brawl this out, but the Coyotes want to keep a bit of a distance, or at least have the ability to poke. We'll see how well they do at getting across the way here without taking too much in terms of damage. I think the Sun Spider's already taken a few hits. Across there, Scraggle in that night gear is rubbing right up on the side of the map. Oh, here comes the Warthog charging in.
So the Nightjeer has taken the blue team's version of that position I was talking about, where you just put your back right to the wall and get the firing line. And you can see they've kind of opened up Get It Lucky Ghoul.
Yeah. Oh, and they took him down.
Down they go. Feyhilt is looking a little worse for wear, too.
Yeah, he's gotten hit in the head.
Down he goes. Not to the headshot, though. They drilled through the CT.
Yep. Stone Fraggle took some damage here, and I was going to try and see if I could figure out what it was. Looks like he might have fallen on himself a little bit. Coyote's coming out strong. Like they've pulled all the wins out of drop one here. But Shadowcat Wizard Gang is on the board. I'm just gonna drop that in my sheet and to the teams in case they want it. And I'm gonna swap the teams. Timer up to 15 minutes.
And don't
Which
forget to swap from skirmish to conquest.
have to change the map first.
So,
Skirmish to come.
fun fact: if you change it to conquest on one of the little 2v2 maps, it just auto kicks you to Forest Colony.
Oops. Re-invited here. Second. Take some friend requests here. So we are now actually looking at somewhat complicated map to some degree here.
So, Hellebore is a beautiful map if you have jump jets. It's an absolute slog if you don't.
Yeah. And we're fighting over one cap, and that is Sigma. So I've pulled the map up here. And there are a few spaces I think you need to watch out for on this. One of this is this ridge D6 to E6. And then there's also another ridge over here around the E7 area. And I think both of those are great places to set up and get some pot shots off or do some sniping.
Yeah. The one spot that I would highlight, I'll put it in blue on your map tactics here,
Yep.
is what I've been calling the jungle gym, because Luscious called it the jungle gym, and I think it's a good name. But that big rock formation in the corner just south of Sigma is a really good defensible position. And it gives you really nice firing lines all throughout the Team Two's path.
Oh, yeah, that would do. Because then you can get across and whether or not Team 2 is trying to get up there into the D5, D6, E5.
Yeah. It's not quite as good, but there is a sort of parallel on the north side.
Yep.
And we did see some teams just having a range fight castle to castle.
I know last year that section you just highlighted, my team tried some ATM shenanigans from up there at one point, and it was fun. Not terribly effective, but it was fun.
I mean, that's just ATMs in a nutshell.
Yeah, depending on how you roll them. But those are the spots that I'd agree. I think you've got the idea that these are the ones where you got to watch out for, and especially if anybody has Overwatch, and then it turns into a fight in the orangey brown river here. Whoever can get those drop shots in will be in a much better position.
Yeah. We
Although,
have seen some teams push down. I'm going to put it in orange,
yeah,
like different color. But you push down the ridge line and then you jump over, like you jump right over the riverbank.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure whether these teams are going to go for much trade or range. We've been seeing a little bit from the Coyotes on their out of the 2v2s. In the duels, they seem to feel a lot more comfortable at range and brought some sort of a mid-range scoop.
Honestly, though, with 200 tons, I'm expecting to see 8 Vipers.
8 Vipers and then what? Another Warthog?
Maybe a Jenner or something.
Yeah. Team 1's locked up, so we'll get back to the lobby here. And of course, we see them taking the Bravo and Alpha spawns. The spawns don't tell you much on this map. And Team 2 is locked there in Bravo and Charlie. Again, all the spawns are pretty much in the same area, so you don't get much of an idea as to what they might be trying from that. But here we go.
Yeah, both the maps this week are very spawn agnostic.
Yeah. Checking in with chat to see if they have anything to say to us while the game loads over here, and they appear not to. So I'm going to check on the team that spawns here by Kappa.
Yeah, I will be sticking on the blue side, so I'm off to Gamma.
All right, here we go. Coyotes are bringing Vapor Eagle, Adder, Piranha, Black Lantern, Adder, 2 Warthogs. Let's see what they're doing for that Vapor Eagle. 1 ERPPC, 2 10s. Oh no, I have ended up in someone's cockpit.
So
Hello,
while he's
Stone
getting
Fraggle.
started, Shadowcat Wizard Gang running a Nova S, a Arctic Cheetah, 2 Jenner 2Cs, the A variant and the classic variant, and an Arctic Cheetah Prime.
All right, so the Arctic Wolf here. Yep, I'm finding his SRMs. Jenner 2C with small pulses, medium pulse, and flamers. A Nova full of medium pulses and machine guns. You called these out, didn't you already? Another Arctic Wolf.
I called out the mechs, not the loadouts.
Yeah, here we go, other side. Vapor Eagle, Warthog, Piranha, Black Lantern, another Warthog. Figured out how to do that from inside. See if there's a...
So very brawl coming out of the Coyotes, but a little more mid-range coming out of Shadowcat. Or sorry, got that the wrong way. Very brawl coming out of Shadowcat. A little more mid-range coming out of Coyotes as they move to take the North Sandcastle.
There we go. Free. Took me a minute to remember that. Alright, so we've got the... Uh-oh. Trying to see what's going on here. We've got... The Coyotes are posting up here fairly effectively.
Oh no! Shadowcat Wizard Gang is taking Theta. That's the wrong point.
The wrong point!
So now if Shadowcat Wizard Gang wants to win, they have to kill all of Coyotes. And yeah, they have to win all and still win on points.
So the question is this part of a plan? Or is something wrong? and I can't tell which one it is. Because me being the weirdo I am, I could see grabbing the wrong point to throw off your opponents and make them think you're crazy or you've lost your mind or something.
Yeah, but then you have to kill them all.
I mean, that's the goal, anyways, because most of
I
the
guess that's how
points
you
from
get the
this
most points.
tournament are from. Maybe they're just trying to make. Because if the other team beats you to the cap by a lot, you can make sure you don't end up too far behind if you grab. I don't know, man. I kind of want to be able to hear both team comms right now, but at the same time, I'm a little scared because I'm willing to bet they are just as confused as we are, if not more so. All right, here we
Yeah,
go.
seeing a little bit of fire.
Shadowcats seem to be grouping up, crossing the Brown River. Get Lucky Ghoul just charging in.
Yeah, could be
Going.
ripped apart by that Black Lantern.
Yeah. But here come his friends to support.
Will they be able to pick up Swift Killer 152?
Yeah, will they be able to pull off that piranha? Got a Jenner chasing the piranha. Ooh, a team kill. That's Steel Rain's job, mind you. Everybody out there team killing and doing team damage. So we've got the Jenner versus the Black Lantern over there. And over here on the edge, what's going on? We've got the Lokendak and the Nova against 3, so he's down. So the last one left here is Hoodie Benny and that Jenner.
Yeah. Now, the thing is, props to the Wolves for not doing this, but in theory, they could have just played hide and seek.
Yeah.
But they opted to take the fight and get themselves the 5 points, only dropping Swift Killer to the brawl there. So now they can go cap whatever they want.
Stone Fraggle is going to do a bit more team damage there.
Yeah, it's always a little dicey in those sort of grand melees.
No, I mean Catgirl is still losing.
Oh, are they just having a scrap?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just having a scrap.
Well, the worst part is, if he takes down Catgirl, that's still a point for the other team.
Yeah. Uh, let's assume they know that.
I mean, the world is strange and confusing today.
Next thing you know, we'll be seeing freaking crabs.
You know, after they introduced the Black Hawk Coup, I always thought they could do the Night Chanter,
Hmm.
which is just the slightly small, like a 45-ton Omni Crab. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
No, that's a little deep in the BattleTech lore for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Personally, I want the Fire Ant.
somebody has changed his name to Bring Fire Moth to MWO.
I think Fire Moth is actually the one I'm thinking of. It's a 15-ton inner sphere mech.
All right, got the API, updated the scores. Heading back here, so let's take a look at the stats here and see if we can get a little more insight into what happened there. Pulls up. Make it so you can. There you go, Zane. Sorry. Now you should be able to see the fancy stats here while I swap the sides.
Let's have a look. Ooh, the API stats.
Yep.
Yeah, so very high damage game coming out from Yuri Pro. Oh, that's not our match.
It's not our match. Huh.
No,
I
Yuri
mean,
Pro is not. Yuri Pro and FJRD are not in this match.
yeah, I'm not in this match either. Give that a second and see if it just did another minute to read. No. Interesting. That is a little bit broken for me. I apologize. I'll have to
I
sort
mean,
that out later.
well played, Yuri Pro, I guess.
Yeah, that was a good match. Um, Here we are back to the lobby. Swamp looks to be correct here, getting back to the lobby. So the teams will now face on both sides. I forgot to swap that. So much swapping around. Sorry if I had some of that backwards.
Yeah. Looks like it was just a missed call. Little bit of new to comp nerves.
Yeah, it'll happen.
Oh yeah.
Especially your first tournament of stars. The first one with only 1 point is very, very
Well, this is
strange.
the explicitly the first time in comp league, right?
Yeah, this is their probably first, maybe second year, and not sponsored by a higher division team.
Yeah.
Division. So these are our newest folks division.
Whereas Division Hotel, which is the one I'm in, is the sister team slash mentored team division.
Yeah, where you've got an older brother or something. And
Or in my case, we're just part of a bigger unit.
yeah. Whereas my team is in Division G. Think of all the jokes for that you want because I'm making them during those matches. And then
Team
yeah,
one is locked up.
what is locked? Team two shortly, I hope.
Yeah. So this is actually my favorite tonnage. I've been saying this repeatedly. Um, I think 275 is the sweet spot for 5v5,
I'd believe it. Yeah.
where it's just heavy enough that you can do range decks, you can do sort of poke, but it's also light enough that you can still do speed brawl and such.
Yeah. Yeah, that 450 deck is that's going to be the last drop. That is just a little bit too heavy to leave all the speed brawl options, unless you can bring 4 colas.
Or Colas and or either that or like 5
Executioner.
executioners somehow.
4 executioners and something else. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, I'm rushing over to blue side.
Alrighty. I'm still here by Kappa. I will attempt to avoid paying a visit to everybody in their cockpit today. Oh, hey, look at that. Here's one of those mechs you didn't think was going to get played.
The Warhammer 2C.
Yeah.
From the Wolves, we've got 2 Adder Ws running the AP Goss, 2 Nightjeer Hotels running hags and large lasers, and then a Black Lantern.
So that Warhammer is 2 AC-20s and 2 ER smalls. We've got a packet with the SRM-6s and the medium pulses, a Hellbringer with 2 plasmas and a Ag 40. I love the plasma cannons. They just sound so deliciously moist.
Yeah, I
And
think the damage tune needs a bit of a bump on them.
yep, that was announced for the next patch, actually. We've got the Arctic Wolf A full of 5 2s and 4 4s, and another one with 4 6s.
Yeah, it looks like a very CERN brawl coming out of Shadowcat Wizard Gang.
Yep.
And between the Hellbringer and the Whammy, they have ticked 2 mechs off my I don't know if we've seen these yet list.
I don't know if they're listening and decided they're just going to pull them off your list. Yep.
So
Here's
if they drop triple Warhawk, that's how we know they're listening.
here's Feyhilt going up into the play area here.
Yeah.
Coming at it from the top era.
I
But
think I
he's
like the team one side a little better.
yeah. I like the ability to go up that ramp there. Feyhilt's deciding to leave his high position. Laser just getting on the cap. They're throwing a UAV.
Enemy forces have Sigma.
Let's see if the range advantage comes into play at all here with the AC-10s on those Nightjeers.
I mean, it looks like it's going to. Those PPCs, and I see PPCs and large lasers.
Yeah, large lasers and Goss on the Nightjeers.
Looks like Ghoul on that Warhammer might be trying to find a way up there to introduce them to his best friend, Mr. AC-20.
Yeah. Does the Warhammer 2C have jumpies?
I believe it can, but I'm not sure if this build does. It doesn't appear to.
Yeah. Because if he could jump right up there, like
Oh, looks like he dropped smoke right on him.
yeah, catches one of the Warthogs.
Yep. And didn't catch himself there, despite how close he stayed to it.
Meanwhile, Looking Duck taking a lot of fire from those ER larges.
Yeah. Yeah, he's out on that wing and he's been stuck, and it looks like
The CT's been opened up.
Ghoul's been CT'd. Is Loke CT as well?
Yep. And Stone Triangle dropping down to finish off Ghoul.
Yep, there goes Ghoul. Yes. Oh, and here comes the push on the point here with the adders.
Yeah. I'll fight the Arctic Chill.
Navtis and Swift Killer down here fighting some Arctic Wolves. Arctic Wolf versus Adder. Arctic Wolves just going down. And I can't tell if it's... Yeah, yep, they've got him focused both sides there. Oh, I heard the hag from that Hellbringer. Hoodie Benny getting some shots in there.
And the CTW Blazer with those AP Gauss. One thing I'm noticing from both teams is not a lot of leg focus.
No, not seeing that either. Oh, well, Novtus and that adder did get lagged.
Resource points.
The other adder is also missing, well, has a leg open. Don't
So, like,
frag.
looking at the casualties on Shadowcat Wizard Gang, most of them were drilled through the CTs.
Take a look here.
And I think that might be a quirk of, uh, well, leg day is obviously the best targeting parameter if you're in a brawl. If you're doing the sort of mixed trade with those Nightjares the way the Wolfpack was, then you maybe want to go CT, because if you're shooting a fresh leg on a mech with an open CT, you're not dealing damage efficiently.
Yeah. And if you're going CT, you'll usually at least hit side torso here.
Now, at this point, Wolves are free to take any other point they want because they have successfully murdered the other team.
Yeah.
And the match will end as soon as they clip over 93 points.
Yeah. And it looks
So,
like one of them at least is gone. Two of them have gone for other points.
Command.
yeah, it's typical to see the surviving team start to spread out and pick up points to accelerate the game ending.
Yeah. Get this an update in here. Update the scoreboard right quick. I'm going to grab the stat numbers here. Since we can't look at the fancy ones, we'll look at the basics here. Get Lucky Ghoul and Lokendak both held to double digits. Arctic Wolves both getting in the hundreds, along with the Hellbringer. Adders and Night Gears doing work again.
Yeah.
Into the lobby quick here. Copy and paste that in. The lobby here. Swap the teams here. Conveniently, Shadowcat Wizard Gang all has the same tag, making life so much easier for the casters. I'm never gonna
Oh, would really make
begrudge
our life
anybody
easier.
their tags, but keep whatever ones you want. But it is still
You know what would really make our lives easier, PGI? A swap sides button.
yeah,
Although I feel like touching the lobby code is just going to cause the whole thing to implode.
yeah. You're PGI. We love you. But all criticism is offered out of the way you tell your little brother to do better. All right, now we're going to a map. Good old Caustic Valley.
Yeah. I'm expecting ranged. I've seen a lot of ranged and a lot of sort of mid range, whether it's AC10s and that sort of 500-meter DACA roll or ER larges and gauze. Unless we see the gargoyle push.
You could see the Gargle push, yeah. With their immunity to heat, there are options here. So let's pull up that map. So it's the only point on this one isn't a side point, it's theta right in the middle here. And there's a number of ridges you can get on. You can get in that city, Charlie 4, Charlie 3, all the way over to almost D6 for Team 2 if you want to be snipey. Yeah, you've marked him out just about perfectly.
I have seen some teams sort of cheat up a little bit. If you're on the Team 1 side, I've seen sneaking a particularly fast range mech up to about there.
Okay.
And similarly, I've seen some Team 2 or Team 1s kind of go up the alleyway that was fought over oh so viciously in ISC this year.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, where we learned of the new queen of the inner sphere, the large X pulse laser.
Well, for that one, that was smaller drops, and I know on one of them, for ISC, my team ran the Centurion with all the quirks for the LBs. Just shoved it full of LB5s, and we just ran speed terror at him. But yeah, there are all sorts of positions on this map that are higher up, and you can get some angles. If the other team holes up in theta, there's enough rocks that you can just hug yourself right up against them, and you'll be safe until you get rotated around. But
The way the altitude works on Theta, there's basically no safe places to stand. I have highlighted where I think they all are in orange, but there are the plumes of what I always assumed was sulfur gas.
yep,
Now you can kind of see through them with night vision, and I know some pilots have a config that reduces the amount of like entities the game is allowed to draw.
yeah,
So we might see teams firing seemingly through the smoke as if they have X-ray vision. No,
yeah.
they've turned on their thermal vision.
Well, the other thing is, yeah, if you turn on your thermal vision, this map has been bugged since basically the beginning of the game, and you can see all the way across with thermal vision. It doesn't have the usual cutoff distance that it has on every other map.
Yeah. And then combine that with the fact that it wildly reduces the visual impact of the smoke plumes.
Yeah. Team 1 is locking into Alpha and Bravo. They might be trying the northeast push or just trying to get straight into the middle.
Thing is, though, like kind of the same as it's not quite as extreme as Hellbore, but like Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie are maybe 100 meters apart on
Yeah.
each side.
Yeah. On this one, the difference is there's a hill between them. And as I recall, the Team 1 hill between Bravo and Charlie kind of big.
It's a bit rough to navigate, yeah.
Without some jump jets or some serious speed and hill climb. But we'll see here. And it looks like Team 2 is lining up Bravo Charlie. Right, both sides are locked.
Let's
Let's
go.
head in.
And rushing down to the blue team side.
Alrighty. I am here, switching from the free camera to the dolly. Waiting for our friends to show up. Heading all the way out to the dropship. That won't tell me anything this time. Some maps, if you get to the dropships, you can see the folks in them. So here we are. What are you seeing over on your side, Zane?
So on the blue side, we have Get It Like a Ghoul in a Mad Cat 2. Ho- uh, Hoodie Benny in a Nova Prime, Lodendark in a Direwolf B, Feyhilt in a Kodiak 3, and Whizblazer in an Adder.
I am seeing a lot of
A
range
lot of
over
Daka.
here. I'm seeing Mad Cats and Night Gears with Goss and PPC, an Ebon Jaguar, the Esprit de Corps, with 4 Ultra 2s, and then Uzi Man has just charged straight into the point here, and he's fighting an adder in his Black Lantern here.
Yeah. Very much sort of a mid-range. Lodendark's actually in the same Direwolf that he was in for the duel. And then Feyhilt has got AC-10s and an ER-PPC on that Kodiak.
All right, so yep, they are setting up on the ridge here, like we thought, the Coyotes. Looking to make a play at the point again. Maybe they're just trying to catch Blazer out of position. It looks like they're being pushed off. Lucy Man, yep, getting pushed out of that approach again.
But
Take a look
Lodendark
back.
took a lot of damage on the push in there.
Yeah.
Open CT.
The snipers back here aren't being challenged very effectively yet. Where's the third one?
Now, I think a
There he
lot
was.
of Shadowcat Wizard Gang wants to be in that sort of 500-meter bracket before they really start challenging.
Yeah.
See if Ozyman can pick up Lodendark here.
Resource point Theta is ours.
Yeah. Novartis and that Ebon Jag, he's taken some pounding. Oh, he's lost a leg. Let's see if they can pick him off.
Meanwhile, the right torso is open on Feyhilt.
Lokendak, that diaper whale goes down. But yeah, Shadowcat's got the point. You know, if they would just hug that wall to their left and go around, they might be able to. Oh, Uzi just bouncing in here.
Yeah.
Just trying
Tried
to
to make a play
cause
for
some
Fey.
chaos. How's Feyhilt doing in that Kodiak? He's looking pretty rough. CT side torso. Oh, here comes the Mad Cat push.
Gals Rivals and ER Larges there for Alec.
Yeah. Not really the kind of weapons you usually want to charge into something like this with, but
Eh, you
it
got the
can
mech
be done.
advantage.
Yeah.
Because you can see Stone Fraggle and Ozyman are pushing up through the backside as well.
Stone Fraggle getting a kill.
Picked up the Adder.
Yep, and now this Mad Cat's in a 2-on-1. Oh,
Self-destruct by Hoodie Bunny. I'm guessing he lost a torso.
yep. Take a look and see what happened to Hoodie here. Show me your corpse. Yep, he lost both side torsos. So I'm going to guess one shot him off and then that while he was already overheating.
By the enemy.
Yeah. The other thing too is that when you're in a clan XL, if you lose a side torso, you lose half your heat capacity. So you can seem entirely, you know, stably at whatever nice heat you think you're at, and then you lose your side torso and you're suddenly shutting down.
And now they're jumping around for the other caps.
They've taken Epsilon.
Yep, got Epsi, and it'll count over as soon as they hit 68.
Yeah. Or unless looks like somebody over here is headed for Gamma.
Yeah, but it's Alec in that Mad Cat.
He got a leg open, some arm, missing his back armor. Yeah, those 2 Gauss rifles and 4 ER larges.
See, this is why I'm not a huge fan of playing around the point super aggressively in this format. Like it's one point. The op 4 has to hold it for like 10 minutes before you're really worried about losing on the technicality. Just go kill him.
Yeah. Yeah, in the 3 cap format, the points matter a lot more. Or in the 5 cap. But with
Well,
the
even in the 3 cap.
well, in the 3 cap, you can run some fairly effective Control 2 and then Overwatch.
Yep. I'm just going to step out for just a quick minute. I should be back for the match.
Yeah. Alec doing 733 and his Mad Cat Stone Fraggle 681. Some good high 300s from Get Lucky and Hoodie for the Shadow Cats, but they just couldn't quite capitalize. Fayhild's also in the 300. Into the lobby here. Should have the scoreboard updated. Then we need to do the last team swap. Ooh, what is this?
Oh, I'm back. Let's see what Lucky Ghoul has in store.
I was going to say Pace is a pretty good salsa, but he is issuing a batch-all. Let's see if they dare refuse his batch-all.
Well, Stone Franco is responding in the classic Interster manner, mild confusion.
Yeah, so let's see here. Uh, they are doing. Let's see how this. See what's
I mean,
going
let's see if
on
they
here.
go for it.
Give me just a second here.
Stone Fraggle just wants to play the game.
Yeah, that sounds like an after party sort of event to me.
Yeah.
Do you do any of those after party type things?
I didn't go to any last tournament. That said, Saber Goose is probably going to be organizing something because we have a bye the last week of the tournament.
Yeah.
The way our div worked out, everybody gets a bye, and unfortunately, our bye week is week 4.
Yeah. Um. We always look to see if on another team there's, like uh players with name similarities, and we try to have them 1v1 at the end. So we've got a guy named Tuna. He's been having 1v1s with someone named the Trout every time
We
we
could get
face that
3 and
team.
4. We could get 3 and 4 from I think they're both on various FJRD teams. Bonus points if we can find someone named 5.
Yeah, like you can do all sorts of weird stuff if you have the creativity and the patience and desire to be silly. Alrighty. There we are. Team 1 getting set up. Yeah, we saw some of those positions you were talking about on the map getting used.
Yeah.
Especially from the Team 2 side. But Team 1, it looked like they wanted to get in there by that point pretty early.
Yeah, I think there's a certain I think Shadowcat Wizard Gang might be overvaluing the point just a little bit.
Yeah. And it's nice to have that pressure, meaning that somebody has to come and find you and come and get that done. Yeah.
And we are locked up.
You're locked out. Both teams are locked. Coyotes have already.
I do appreciate that just how close the div eye seems to be looking at the scoreboard.
Righty. Might have made a scoreboard error somewhere as I went along here. But let's go into it and get this last match underway. Yeah, it looks like Coyote is going for a perfect 30 with this one. See if they can get it.
Yep. As I jet over to blue side.
Wait for them to. Right, here are the drop ships.
Okay.
Coming in.
And we have a
Points. Stop any hostiles and get
bit of a
underway.
mixed bag coming out from the Wolfpack here. They've got an Executioner Prime, 2 Mad Cats, including the legendary Moonwalker. Moonwalker is running LB2s and an ERPPC. The other Mad Cat is running ERPPCs and Clan Heavy Goss. Direwolf C with 6 AC5s, and Ozyman in a linebacker, running 3 small pulse laser and 4 SRM6s.
Get Lucky Ghoul from the Wizard Gang up on the point already in a Vapor Eagle with 6 ER mediums and 2 SRMs. Looking at the rest of their team, I saw 2 Dire Wolves. I see 2 Dire Wolves up here, one being the Ultraviolet with 2 ER Peeps and 4 Ultra 2s, and another with 2 LB10s and an LB20 and 2 ER Larges. Looks like the Wizards are looking to take a bit more range this time.
So you say that, but check out the build on the Executioner.
Yeah. I'm coming over to that here. Is that the, yep, Ultra 20s, SRM 6s, and a Plasma.
Resource point Theta is ours.
Ghoul trying to charge into the point again. Looks like he's going to run into at least 2 mechs. That Kodiak is the AC 4 AC10 in the ERPPC. We're seeing a number of shots all the way across the map. Bit of smoke going down. Like they've penetrated the center there, but nope, he's getting pushed out again. Where is that last? Ah, there's that last sniper over there. Somebody way up high. And back for the Coyotes.
Lone Green Dark once again down in the direwolf. Nope,
Catgirl,
not this. Picks up fails.
Catgirl gets the ghoul. Catgirl looks like she's in rough shape. They could pick her off.
Yeah.
Get at least a point on the board there.
Looks like her CT and leg are open as Swift Killer picks up Hoodie Bunny or Hoodie Benny.
We've gathered enough resources. This triumph will provide us
Yep.
huge tactical.
Down goes W Blazer and the Executioner.
Yeah. Yeah. Take a look here at the stats on the board. Shadowcat's getting a couple in the 200s. Faye Hilton, that Kodiak at 3. A number of 500s out of the Coyotes. Catgirl and Swift Killer picking up most of the kills.
Yeah. Very, very solid looking win from the Coyotes here.
Coyotes picking up another win. 5 points there. Like they got their perfect 30 that they didn't get last week. Oh, and the Coyotes were already in the lead in the division. And it looks like they are going to retain that. With another perfect score, that means nobody can make ground on them. But yeah.
What do you think? Because I thought Psy Raiders, yeah, Psy Raiders and March is also having 29 points.
Are they the same division?
Yeah, Divi. It's Coyote, Psy Raiders, Smoke Keshik, Shadow Wizard Gang, and 23rd Minnesota Tribe Recon.
That's right, they were both at 29, so unless Restars also pulled 30 out of the hat, they are falling behind.
Looks like they've got the the bye.
But they've got the bye this week. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not sure how the teams are how the tournament's going to calculate the bye points
Yeah.
wise.
Yeah, it'll be indeterminate for the first week for this week, but it'll all come out in the end because all the teams will have the bye. Right, and with that, I am going to let y'all go. I've been Ralphie No Pants, joined here by Mr. Zane.
Hello and
You all,
goodbye. Thank you, chat, for coming out.
you all have a good day. Bye.